What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. Today I have the truck in the garage. We got the tires off, so we're gonna put on the lift today and hopefully everything goes smooth. I got my wheels ready to go. I got my tires ready to go. So after we're done with the lift, we're gonna go to the tire shop, the wheel shop, get those mounted and balanced and thrown onto the truck. And I'll need an alignment too, so we can get that done. Again, this is not a video tutorial. I'm just gonna be installing the lift, putting on the tires. So the Westcott design lift that I went with is a 2.3 inch lift in the front and a 1 inch in the rear. But I'm probably just gonna do the fronts because the back, they're already pretty high, and it's gonna more so get it closer to a level look. It's still gonna have a little rake. I don't want it to squat, so I know I wanted to originally go with a full lift kit. I was looking at some Icons, iBox, some Ironman 4x4 kits, but with the TRD Sport, I need to change a couple more things on the truck before I can do something more than a 2.5 inch lift, and all those are about 2.5 to 3 inches of lift. To go with those lifts, I would have to change the CV axle. Right now they're shorter, and I believe if I go anything higher than the 2.5, there's chances of the axle popping out, and I would need a new upper control arm, and all that right now is not in my budget. So I'm gonna just go ahead with what I have, the Westcott design lift, and we're gonna put that on and then hopefully get the tires and the wheels on without any problems. So yeah, let's go ahead and get to this install. Okay, so the first thing I gotta do is take this whole strut assembly out, compress the springs, take off the springs, put on the new collar. There's a little, what do you call it, spacer. So yeah, let's go ahead and get to that. All right, so I got everything undone, unbolted. About to pull this strut assembly out. Come on, control arm, get out of the way. Oh, there we go, no flexes. All right. Fuck you, sway bar. I mean, get out of the way, sway bar. All right. Ah, fuck, it's heavy, okay. All right, so we got the strut out. I'm gonna disassemble it, take it apart, which is the scary part. And then we're gonna install the Westcott design collar, and then we're gonna reinstall it back in. And that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple install. The hard part is probably compressing the springs and getting everything to fit again. So yeah, I'm gonna do that right now. All right, let's get to it. All right, so I got it disassembled, got the spring off. I'm gonna take this collar off and put the new one on. So I gotta beat this thing out. Got it off. So now I can grab the Westcott collar and seat this one back onto the shock. Do little taps. Let's make sure it's seated. All right, it's in there. So this is the new preload collar by Westcott. It's thicker than the stock one, so that's what gives it that lift. And then there's a spacer that goes on top of the strut assembly once I put everything back together. Let's go ahead and compress the springs, put it back on, get it reassembled, and throw it back on the truck. All right, guys, so that took a little longer than I expected, but I got the collar on. It was more so of like trying to figure out how to compress the springs enough to get the top hat back on. And then once I got everything assembled again, the spring compressors were stuck on the spring, and I had to figure out how to get that off. So we got it all back together. I'm about to throw it on the truck. I have the other side to do. And yeah, I mean, it's, it's pretty much just putting this back in, bolting it back up, and then we'll see how it sits when I get it on the ground. So a little pain in the butt, but we got it figured out. I got everything put back together. Everything fit pretty good. We got the preload collar right there. So now it's time to do the other side, and then I'll throw the wheels back on and get it on the ground. All right, guys, look what we have here. We got a squatter. Can you tell? So I did the fronts, and I wasn't planning on doing the rear, but now I have to do the rear because the truck is squatting, and yeah, that's not what I was going for. So I got to install the rears, and then once I get the rears done, then we can put the wheels and the tires on. But man, it was a pain in the butt yesterday. It took me all day to figure out how to install the fronts, and I was actually pretty sore after. So I'm gonna take a break and probably do that in a few days. This will be a consolidated video between a couple days because I can't do it right now. My body's sore. Just been wrenching all day, you know, putting in that grease, elbow grease. But yeah. So next time I see you guys, which is in a couple seconds because it's the edit, we're gonna be doing the rears and the wheels and tires. All right, guys. So I finally got the wheels mounted, balanced on the truck. I got the lift kit installed, and I gotta say, I mean, the ride is pretty. The ride's pretty firm, a little bit more firm than stock. Not a bad thing. I know some people like, you know, the softness of the stock suspension, but with this preload collar lift, it definitely firms it up a bit. I'm used to that just because, you know, I come from driving a stiff S2000, and my 4Runner, when I had that, the kit I had on that was pretty firm as well. But it's not an uncomfortable ride. There's no like, so like when you're braking, there's no more like nose dive. It doesn't feel bouncy. The overall ride quality is pretty good. Pretty happy with it. It doesn't feel like that soft stock ride anymore, which to me I think is an upgrade. But yeah, I got the wheels on, and I'm just driving out to show you guys the setup on the truck. I'm trying to find a spot where I can just pull over and show you guys how it looks. I think it looks good. I was a little nervous about the white wheels on the truck, but I think it turned out pretty good. So I'm gonna try to give you guys a before and after. I was a little sick. I had the flu for about a week, so I'm filming this part after. I'm not sure where I left off filming, but at least you guys get to see the reveal of the wheels, the lift on the truck. Let me know what you guys think. Alright guys, that's the wheels on the truck. If you got this far, you might as well like, subscribe, and comment on the video to help me get the views up. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the love. Appreciate you guys watching the videos. Thank you for being part of the journey. This is just the beginning. I think we can finally take it off-road now, and let's get some overlanding content, and just stay tuned for, you know, stay tuned for additional mods and everything we're going to do to this truck. All right, see you guys next time. Peace.